There's no way to get this card in the United States, and if you thought 2-game format wasn't enough games, welcome to 5-game format. All that and so much more in this week's Lorcana Alert. I want to start off with this Lorcana Alert by saying thank you to HummingbirdDesignLab for sending some extra flounders in my order from their Etsy shop. I got these stickers to put on my collection binders, and they couldn't be more better. They come in this great holographic pattern. If you're looking for some gifts for some Lorcana people, look no further than HummingbirdDesignLab's Etsy shop. You can find the link to HummingbirdDesignLab's Etsy store in the description, along with all the other links that we talk about in this entire video. On YouTube this week, the Continental Championships has been going on, and you can watch it on the Pixelborn YouTube channel at Pixelborn7. There's 3 videos up already, and this latest tweet from Pavel says that round 2 of the Lorcana Continental Championship is over with some of the best #Lorcana games I've ever seen. The result is tied for this round with the Europeans at 4 and the North Americans at 4 wins also. If you like watching good Lorcana players play good Lorcana, then watch these videos on the official Pixelborn channel. Just a reminder that this is in no way brought to you by Disney Lorcana. This is all fan-created content. On the Reddit this week is where we got to see the whole big box of the Moana movie promo. Look at all of these cards just ready to go in this haggard cardboard box. There looks to be minimal protection on these cards. You can get one of these promo tickets for anyone that purchases a movie ticket to see Moana 2 in most of Europe, including all of these regions, and specifically not America. So if you want to complete your promo collection and get number 26 out of promo series 2, good luck, have fun. Also on Reddit is where we saw this post for the new Lorcana Set Championship playmat. It's the scar, the same from the art, but this time it's uninkable. And they didn't extend the artwork. We were hoping that we get a little bit more than hyena feet in the picture, and maybe some hyena bodies or something going on, but it looks like they just zoomed into the artwork. This is a great playmat, and I can't wait to add one to my collection. The last post on Reddit we want to is a link to this article by GameRant. And it's an article with Steve Warner on the design direction of the new cards. They say it's an interesting read. That's what somebody from GameRant would want you to think. But they're not wrong, because if you scroll down a little bit, you start reading some new terms that we've never heard before, straight from Steve Warner himself. It says that when we design cards, we create with what we call a skeleton. We have certain cards that we're expecting to have a keyword. We call those French vanilla. So you have cards like this, which is a plain old vanilla card. But if it has a keyword like Rush, Bodyguard, or Challenger internally, that's known as a French vanilla card. That's a crazy piece of trivia that I'm happy to know about. It's almost as useful as knowing that we used to call the lore symbol a snarfblatt before we knew it was called a lore symbol. Over on Facebook, there was a rulings question about the It Calls Me song card from Into the Inklands. Said weird ruling question, but it came up at our local game store last night. If you use the It Calls Me, draw a card, and then choose up to 3 from chosen opponent's discard and shuffle them into your deck, does the opponent's deck still get shuffled if you choose 0? Or, because nothing has changed about the deck, it doesn't get shuffled? You can choose any number to shuffle in their deck, including the number 0. And if we look at this official post from Ravensburger Steve, it says because you are shuffling the selected cards into the deck, if the selection was 0, there is nothing to shuffle in. Thus, no shuffle. You don't shuffle 0 cards, but you do choose 0 cards. Also on Facebook, they reported the winners of the Battle of the Bay. And big surprise, it's Ed from Ed Lorcana here on YouTube. He also won the Disney Lorcana Challenge Fort Worth. This is one of the 6 winners of the Disney Lorcana Challenges, and surprise, he's here at the Battle of the Bay doing the thing again. Ed did it with the red-purple list, and it looks pretty consistent. Also on Facebook is where we get the news that there's a last chance qualifier for the Disney Lorcana North American Championships. That's right. You can go to PPG Event Management to get all the details about the last chance qualifiers for the North American Championships. The last chance qualifier will be on the Friday, January 10th, and then with the main event following on Saturday. Last chance qualifier tickets go on sale Friday, November 29th at 8 p.m. Pacific time. The way that it's going to work is there's going to be 32 flights of 32 players that will play simultaneously. And only the top winner of those 32 people will get to go into the North American Championship. The last chance qualifier championships is core constructed single elimination best of 3. You have to be undefeated for 5 rounds in order to get your right to play for the North American Championship. You can check out the link to look at all the cool information about the North American Championship hosted by PPG Events. I'm going to be there. Are you? Also on Facebook was this post from Craig that said Walmart is advertising this 25 card pack. It's a scam, I know, but notice the card. It says it's from set 7. It's not from set 7, but they used a fake card. But look at this. This is the Gaston, the Inner Beast, the 5/6 stat line quest for 2. It only costs 4 inkable. Now that's a good deal, but everybody calling it a fake card, and they'd be right because it was made with vintageccg.com. But it sure does look cool. Be careful about these repacks. We're seeing a couple things with selling 4 cards for $1 just in a fancy package and people not pulling a single thing from it. We recommend shopping local and supporting your local game stores. The last post on Facebook that we want to talk about is this. It says very happy with this 2 done by the artist, and it is the Enchanted Snow White card, but what's on top of it? It got drawn all over, and this is our question for you. How much art is 2 art? They drew the queen, but it's covering the entirety of Snow White. It just kind of feels silly, Billy. Justin in the comments says, I understand people getting art on there, but to basically cover the whole card completely, I think is a bit too much. Otherwise, it looks great. How much art is too much? Is art never enough? Is art always enough? Let me know what you think about this queen in the comment section down below. Over on Twitter this week, citizens of Lorcana tweeted out, who's ready for best of 5? That's right, the finals for the North American will be core constructed best of 5. If you thought 2-game format was the too little of games, well, we're in for a treat, because if you get to be one of the top 2 players playing to be the North American champion, it's gonna be 5 games. I like this idea a lot, having it not just be a 3-game format. If it works for the NBA Finals and it works for the World Series, it should be all right for Lorcana. Also on Twitter, Nive the Nerd posted that he found Disney Lorcana trading card games at Staples. That's right, this is your new honey hole for hunting. They got the cards right there. Also on Twitter, we found this account called Today in Lorcana History. And you'll never guess what they post. They post what happened today in Lorcana history. And on the 26th of November, they posted the official Disney Lorcana website, post how to play videos for different groups of Disney Lorcana enjoyers, including how to play for collectors and how to play for new players and for TCG players. This is a fun account to scroll through. You can even scroll through to see such notable quotes like when the Ravensburger website got DDoSed with over 5 million in bot traffic requests. Have fun scrolling through this Lorcana account, looking at all the fun tweets that happened 1 year ago. On Instagram this week, we've seen the news about the D23 Insider Kit coming with a promo card for Disney Lorcana, and it's this Iago. But if you zoom in it kind of looks real bad. But if we go to this Instagram account called Sorcerer Mickey, we get to see the card in really good detail, and look at what all the creative direction that they've done going with this card. The ink symbol is kind of brushing away, the same with the willpower and the lore. Everything looks like it's being windswept to the east. And this card is just in an alligator clip outside. Like, who is Sorcerer Mickey, and how do they have access to this card, and how do I get myself one of these? I'm going to follow this account to keep up with any other news that they share about this crazy Iago card. And you should too. For the meta report this week, there's a bunch of different tournaments that happened, and you can check them all out on INKDECKS.com. The link to that is in the description. You can check out these notable tournaments like Battle at the Bay, or this one that happened in France with 140 players. If you click into the Battle at the Bay one, you can click into Ed's list and see that his red-purple list is not just running the genies, but also the Merlin rabbits, because drawing cards is good. For our market watch this week, these boxes are all around Targets right now. They're supposed to come out tomorrow on Black Friday, but lots of Targets have been putting them out early. I went to my local Target and I found a whole bunch of these. I bought one of them for this video. It comes with 4 packs of the first chapters and 2 starter decks from the first chapters, totaling 6 booster packs of the first chapters, coming out to about $7 per pack. It was $43 after tax out the door. That means that you could essentially buy a Disney Lorcana first chapter booster box, 24 packs, for about $170. That's almost half of the $300 price that it's been on at TCG Player. So if you've missed the first chapter, or if you're looking to pull the Elsa Enchanted, good luck. You can go to your local Target for Black Friday and pick these up for $40.43 after your tax. And this one I'm going to keep sealed until 2035. If you have any Lorcana alerts that you want me to know about, email me at lorcana707@gmail.com. Ready Set Inc. is now over 1,165 subscribers.